tasty. I think I put too much salt in the pasta water though. But so the corn and rice, I guess, really absorbs that salt way more. Way more. Cause like this sauce, that sauce is perfectly seasoned. Yeah. Well, I mean, the texture of the pasta is also like really rubbery. It's al dente, but it's harder to get through. It's gluten-free pasta. It's actually weird because the pasta itself isn't good, it makes me not like the sauce as much, right? But if I have udon noodles. You know what? Let's do that. I'm not a fan of this. Let's make some udon. Let's do it. It's not gonna take very long. How about that? Let me just rinse this out really fast. Let's do that, guys. Rinse and rinse. Rinse this fucking thing out. Then we're gonna put some fucking water really fast to make this bitch fucking hot. Oh yeah. It's gonna be so tasty. Yes, it's gonna be fucking delicious. And I'm going to really like it so much. And you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, I'm jealous because it's not in my mouth. And I will be like, you are so right because it's not in your mouth. But it could be if you make this shit together in the world today. Yeah. Have I ever kicked a guest out? Personally, I haven't. Okay, well, yes and no. Right. So, I was a cook at a dine-in movie theater once upon a time. I was a kitchen manager, and you'd be surprised how many people we would actually fight. Like, I mean, actually fight. Or break fights up and do all that stuff. There were times where cooks would just not agree with each other on the line. They would take them outside, make them fight, and then they would come back in and work the line, right? Those horror stories that you hear about kitchens back in the day, I grew up in that generation. I am the last of that generation. That stuff doesn't really exist in kitchens anymore. Thank God. It's not healthy, guys. It really isn't. Yeah, it's crazy how, like, the pasta itself sucks, but the sauce is great. So, well, I do have udon noodles, like I said. So, we got one pack of udon. We'll just heat this up, plate it up, eat it, right? But yeah, no, that's what I've had to do for that. The most recent time a guest has been kicked out, though, I'm trying to think. I think the most recent time was actually cops were called. They were just like that drunk. They were that drunk where we actually had to call the cops on them. So, and it was just weird. That whole thing was weird, right? But at the same time, I'm also not the person who makes the call to kick people out, right? At least I haven't had to be that person. Even when I was the executive chef of a place, I have not been that person, right? Executive chef and front of house manager. All right. Gosh. Gorsh. So let's go ahead and I'm just gonna chalk. Oh no. I'm not gonna chuck it. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not gonna eat it tonight, right? So we'll just do this. Not gonna waste food, guys. Not gonna waste food. Another thing. Don't waste your fucking food. Oh, I'm not in the mood for it. I don't care. Eat it. Like this is just like it's too strong on my palate right now. I can't eat it right now. But I want to eat this pesto. So, like, I'm positive tomorrow morning I put like some eggs over this. Just heat this up, some eggs over it. It'll be Gucci. Like it just needs like that extra fat because the noodles on there are just so like soaked up so much of that salt from the water before. Like I'm like ugh, making it not very enjoyable per se. All right, our panko. So we're gonna go ahead and actually let me wrap this up as is. And of course I get the big boy. Guys, do yourself a favor. Get a big fucking thing of cellophane. Get it. It's great. Do it. Do yourself a favor. You're gonna save so much money and so much time just grabbing this thing. Look at this, right? I can do all this, right? And wrap this over. Oh, it slides. And then I can stretch. And look, you can make any container into its own Tupperware by just wrapping your fucking shit up. There, now I don't have to worry about it. It's breakfast for tomorrow. Right? Breakfast for tomorrow. Gucci. Alright. So, our water is almost there. I don't know why it's taking as long, because it's half the amount of water, but whatever, I guess. Ugh. Ugh. Right? But we are going to need some chopsticks for this dish, right? Because we eating noodle. Noodle with chopstick, way to go. Chop, 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 chopsticks. Have you guys heard the I Wanna Be Ninja song? Have you guys heard of the I Love Chinese Food song? Have you guys ever heard of Friday? The guy who made Friday also wrote the Chinese food song. I just barely found that out. That's crazy to me. But it makes so much sense. Alright, so we wait. We're gonna be nice and patient, guys. Here, we'll put this up so you guys can see my pretty face. Yeah, look at my pretty face. Hi. Alright. Let it do its thing. Hurry up. Hurry up. It's not hurrying up, guys. I hate how that happens. I hate it. Ow. Cramp on my foot. Ow. That's very Kashmani. We go the distance. My opinion on chocolate milk, I love it. I like strawberry milk better though. But there are times where like when a chocolate milk hits, oh, it's so tasty. I think chocolate milk is a great way for kids to drink their milk. I genuinely feel that way. With that said, I can't drink a lot of chocolate milk. I prefer regular whole milk over chocolate milk. Just a personal opinion on that. Nothing, no shade towards chocolate milk. No shade towards anything. I used to drink the shit out of banana milk, and then I don't know what happened. Just one, I can't find it, and two, just never really got around to it. Nesquik used to make banana milk. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So, all right, we're boiling. Cool. So this noodle definitely will not take as long to cook, which is great. So we're going to open this up. Put our noodles in. Our nice udon. Udon noodle. And we're gonna make sure we have a bowl ready to go. So there was a dish that pissed people off, and it was also a dish I could not take off the menu. I did a mole verde that's actually gonna look a lot like this pesto. with some pepitas, and it was a vegan dish, but it was so good. Like, my sous chef, before he worked for me, he had that dish, and he looked at me, and then he was like, he looked down, and he was just like, I was like, what's wrong? He's like, it shouldn't fucking work. It's stupid. I'm like, but? He's like, but it's fucking delicious. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's the thing. I wanted to make delicious food. You know, there are days where I miss, like, all the creative stuff, but I'm glad that I'm mature enough now to realize, like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to serve everything I want anymore. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know, I get to show you guys if I want to be creative and all that stuff. And there are going to be days I'm trying to work a schedule around where I'm actually going to be doing some R&D, where it'll be nothing but like several hours of me just like researching a technique and then going from there. So there'll be days like that, researching, practicing a technique, figuring something out that I really want to try. And if you guys want to learn along the process, cool, you know. Like I said, these noodles won't take very long to cook. Yep, they're done. All right. I'm gonna pour out the butter. Oh, all right. So, let's do this really fast. We're just gonna stir some of this in the pot. Oh, did I get rid of the spoon? I think I did. Dagnabbit. That's a fork. Call that a spoon? That's just a spoon. Couple spoonfuls in. Oh, anyone who follows, they get a dance. I'm gonna do a little bit more. I can tell. Yeah. All right. See, our green udon noodles. Very good, very tasty, very demure, very totally Japanese. Very itame, or not itame, itameshi, itameshi. Itameshi is Italian and Japanese cuisine fusion. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. That's where it's at. You know, the hard thing about the stream sometimes, guys, is I'm in the mood to eat, and I have to force myself to stop eating because I have to clean. And what happens when you eat and you get full is you get tired. And I do this at the end of the night. So if I eat all this right now, I'm not going to want to clean. And I'm going to be busy this whole weekend. Which sucks. But, good thing I don't stream on Sundays already because you know what? Super Bowl. And guess what's on Super Bowl? Who's playing Super Bowl? Eagles! Woo! Ooh, 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 ooh. I fuck hard with the Eagles, guys. I've always been an Eagles fan. All right, one more bite. One more bite. Guys, udon noodles are my favorite noodle. You can do so much with an udon. Do it. Grab some fucking plain ass udon noodles, put some of your favorite pasta sauce on it, eat it like spaghetti. It's so much better. So much better. I challenge you. All right, guys. All right, guys, we have to end this stream because I gotta. Ah, no, don't.